Welcome back to the channel, Bobby Hobby and Custom Builds. Today we're going to work on the go-kart and try to get it to start again and run good enough to ride it for a little bit, or just a few seconds even. But anyway, here we go. Check this out, guys. I don't know how that happened, but it sure did. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this clutch back right. Right now it's fully disengaged, but I've got to be able to adjust it with this here, you know. Anyway, let's see what I can do here with it. Get this backed off a little bit. Okay. See if I can't. I got it on wrong. Tigger here. Where's that, buddy? Come to Video Bomb Daddy's video. That's alright, I don't mind. I like your help out here. Got it on wrong. Tigger here. Where's that, buddy? Come to Video Bomb Daddy's video. That's alright, I don't mind. I like your help out here. Okay, make sure that this over here is extended back. See, sometimes you do run into issues. Never said you didn't. Sometimes, you get issues. You just gotta solve them as they come. Sometimes you may have issues, and sometimes things may go off without a hitch. But like you can see in one of my previous videos, whenever I'm changing the front brakes on the Saturn there, that thing went off without a hitch. Had no problems. Everything was kosher. This whole thing that I built quite a few years ago, however, you want to play with it, you got to work on it, just like kind of a gas-powered RC car. Only this isn't an RC car. This is a big piece of machinery. Or a big machine. A fun machine at that. Oh, darn it. I've never had this thing out of third gear. I took it to a friend of ours out in Oklahoma, one of my wife's. Uh, they live out off a dirt road, and he said that we could bring this out so that I could test it after I first built it. Man, I bet we were doing probably 35, 40 mile an hour in third gear up and down that dirt road in this thing. It was a lot of fun, and then I had to park it because I tore a hole in the side case over here, as I showed in the revealing projects video. If you haven't checked that out, I recommend that you do. It shows all my projects here that I'm going to be working on the channel. And this thing is not wanting to thread down in there. So, do I need to go down further? But be careful where you go on this thing, because they have a specific spot that bolt will line up down in there. There's a groove in that thing. If I can get my bolt to go down in there. I hope I didn't tear it up whenever I took it out. Looks like I did. Might have to find a bigger bolt. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. I think I found a bolt that'll work in it, because the one that I got, the tip is a bit stripped out. So let's get this back down here into place. And it looks like it's grabbing now, or it feels like it anyway. Oh yeah, now it's grabbing in there. You got to make sure that this clamps this thing down here so that you don't, it closes down like that. You got to make sure that it clamps it a little bit so that, so that these splines are tight in there whenever you're pulling on it. Like so. You don't want to do it too much, just enough to grab. And then we tighten the cable up with this. Let me get a wrench. Got a few of them over here. It's close. I like it to be a little tighter than that. This is almost. You want it to pull on it just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just a wee little bit, so that whenever you pull the clutch, it actually pulls this. So make sure that's kind of tight. Tighten this bottom bolt up against that bracket, which puts pressure on this top bolt and allows you to do so. So if you guys will watch that clutch for me there, that clutch arm, we'll see if it does anything whenever I squeeze it. You can see it there. This is the clutch arm. That's what I was putting on. And so I'm going to squeeze this. And y'all are going to, look out, Tigger, let Daddy squeeze that real quick. See if it pulls back. It does a little bit, but it's not releasing back here. This has got to release. You can see it doesn't pull it very much. My dyslexia messing with me there, trying to tighten it instead of loosening it. This is the one we need to tighten. Give it a little more pull. Don't want to make it pull too awfully much, because then you'll be engaging the clutch all the time and you'll burn your clutch up. But I'm trying to establish why it's not releasing back whenever I let go of the clutch. Okay, let's try this again. It didn't pull back. Something ain't right with that. I'm gonna have to get some WD-40 or something. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I couldn't find any WD-40. I've got some around here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it up at. Oh well. So we're gonna try and start it again, which we know it'll start. Ooh. Well, hell, that gas tank is not gonna be very good. It's all cracked up now for some reason. Check this out. Uh, so as I just showed y'all, it's all cracked up. We're gonna try to put some gas in it and see what happens there. I ain't gonna put a whole lot in there because this tank may not be any good now. Just enough in it to get it kind of to start. Okay, now let's get you over here because I'm gonna hop on it if it starts, and we're gonna try to drive it. So, all tools off. Don't want any tools flying around, losing them and what have you. Let's do the compression thing first here. What that does is it releases the compression, gives you a deal to build up. Just turn it up. We only had it for a few years. If I turned the choke off, we might have had it better. Woo! Put it in gear on accident. I think I flooded it. Yeah, it's pouring gas out. Like I said, One thing after another. Just on the carburetor a little bit. Let's see what we get with that. Well, guys, the bowl is overflowing. Causing it to flood out. Why? I don't know. You guys see me clean it in my last two videos. It's just not doing what it's supposed to. Maybe the float came loose or something. Oh! Cut the fuel to it. You can see there that the carburetor's been overflowing. Could be just too much fuel. I don't know. Maybe my cutoff valve lets too much in there, so we'll barely crack it open. It's still dripping though. That's not good. May just have to take the carb back off and pull the bottom off and check that float valve, because it shouldn't be pouring gas out like that. That's what I'm gonna do. Flathead screwdriver. We're getting better results with it, including that first start and almost takeoff. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't mean to bump it into gear at that point. Okay. Let's get this doodad pulled apart again.
Hey, Bobby. Why the hell didn't you make sure it wasn't going to overflow first?
Dude, I had the carburetor pulled all the way apart. I cleaned all of the valves and everything. Damn it, Bobby. Around here we get it right, you know. It's go-kart and go-kart accessories. And other kinds of jobs. Such. By the way, I did find those other two little hose clamps that I was looking for to put on here. Yeah. Right up there on the hose where that valve is. Yeah, I didn't have enough. Well, I found the other two that I was looking for the other day whenever I made part one. Well, it's been a little bit ago, but you guys, you guys seen it. By the way, don't forget, if you like what you see, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Well, she died on us. Oh, I ran out of fuel, that's why. That's alright, she'll start back up. Whew. I gotta try to set you down for a minute, guys. Okay. Okay. Now that I've got fuel again. So that you get all future notifications every time I make posts. You'll get all the posts. You'll receive all the updates on this go-kart build and the other builds that I got going on around here. So let's head over to the table here and take this bad boy apart again and see if we can't figure out how come the float valve ain't working like it should. Let's come over to the work table and get you sit down here. Okay, that should be all I need right there. We'll go ahead and get our gas piston over here. By the way, I got some aluminum heat shielding there to replace with that tin in between the seats there. I'll zoom in for you. See it there above the wooden seat? That booger there is going to take its place. It's easier to bend and I'll be able to bend it down without slicing and stuff. Anyway, we might get to that in this video too. I'd probably ought to change the oil in that motor, but I'm probably about as excited as you guys are about actually seeing it take off like a bat out of hell. So now it's mainly just an issue of this carburetor flooding it out. And, we're going to see if we can't fix that this time around. This will be like the third or fourth time that we've taken this carburetor apart. One time I forgot to hit unpause, so you guys didn't get to see it all go back together and everything. You guys got to see what it was looked like after it went back together. That was before I actually could take it apart and clean it. I had to get some gas. And then we lost one of the bolts and had to rob one off that other little carburetor sitting right here. Oh, dripping gas everywhere. Which, that's alright. It's a carburetor. It's meant to have gas in it. By the way, I ordered a set of wireless mics so that you guys will be able to hear me better. They should be here tomorrow. Ordered them off Amazon. They had 2 sets, one for iPhones and one for Androids, which mine's an Android base. So that float seems to be in place, but it's top's working. Let's try to put it in like this, see if maybe I had it in backwards. We're putting it in the other way to see if I had it in backwards, maybe. We'll put it back. That's about the only other thing I can think of, unless this valve is just shot. In which case, I'll probably end up having to go back on Amazon and order another cheap little carburetor for it. That's where this one came from, Amazon. I do a lot of buying stuff on Amazon. Maybe that's it. Now it's moving a little freer. Well, it's moving a little freer now, so maybe that was what the issue was. Let's put her back together, put her back on there, get some fuel going to it, see if that solves the issue. It's not nasty in there, so as you've seen with it apart. It could be a matter of different things. I could, this is just the easiest to check. Only thing I did to it here is I took the float valve out, turned it around the other way where the hook would hook on it the other way. It seemed to be a little bit more free, a little bit freer than what it was. So keep these screwdrivers right here handy because they're also what I use to adjust this and this. I don't know if you've seen that. I use them to adjust this and this. That's fuel and air. We'll leave you zoomed in here for a few. I remember the last time it was a little difficult putting this little sleeve thingy back in here whenever I already had it bolted on. So let's go ahead and do this so that we make sure we don't cross thread anything. Well, I can't wait till tomorrow whenever those mics get here that I ordered. Again, guys, bear with me. I'm fairly new at this. This will be my 9th video out, so you guys are progressing along, right along with me. So I wanted to try to address this right away because running it with a fuel leak is not such a great idea. Bad idea. Engine gets hot, fuel catches fire, you hit a spark or something, it ignites those fumes, and poof, you're on fire. And not happy. really like to get this thing running good with that air filter on there, so maybe I ought to go ahead and put that on here. Let's open that fuel valve a little. I'll go grab that air filter while it's trying to get some fuel up to it. Make sure I still got some in there. I do. I'm surprised that old tank ain't better rephrase that, isn't leaking fuel out of it with all those little cracks in it. I'm definitely going to have to get something different for that. I might be able to use this same bracket that I bolted up here too. So looks like it's not leaking now. Let's go ahead and throw this booger on here. Well, now it's leaking. I throw this on and it starts leaking right into it. See if it does it again. Maybe it was just old gas from where it was leaking before. Oh, snap. It helps if I actually get it on there, right? Don't you think? Turn the air up just a little bit. I'm going to leave the fuel about where it was. Okay, zoom you back out here, and I'm going to back the tripod up away from it. Where are you zooming in? I'm trying to zoom out, camera. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, that's cool. I didn't know about that little feature. Okay, we're going to set you back over here. I'm going to hop on it and try to get it started again. I may, now that I'm not messing with gas, I'll go ahead and light me a cigarette. Keep these screwdrivers. Got them wedged in underneath the bar there. So let's try. Damn it, it kicked out of here and I tried to put it back in here. Try again. Almost. Well, guys, it appears that I ran out of gas. Hopefully I'll be right back through here again. Well, guys, you seen me hauling ass on it. Carburetor's still leaking a little bit, and I definitely need to address that gas tank thing. So I'm not using the clutch because it's hanging up. That's why I only shifted into first gear. And my throttle needs to be fixed on it. I got to do some stuff with it. I'm thinking about putting a hand throttle on it, where it's right there on the shifter or somewhere on the steering wheel maybe. Don't know how I'll do that, but I think I'd like to call this video a success, because I actually did start it. I did get it running good enough for me to ride it. So, but it's flooding out because the carb is not, it's not letting the float shut off like it's supposed to. Yeah. And you can see the gas tank there. That is leaking a little bit, so, you know. Anyway, I guess that's where I'm going to end this video for now. If you liked what you seen, go ahead and like the video, share it, subscribe, smash that bell, select all so you get all future notifications whenever I post new videos. Lots of stuff coming up. Like that Mazda over there, I'm going to go ahead and probably pretty soon get it back here and start stripping the body off of it to where I've got a rolling platform to build whatever car I decide. I'm kind of torn between the car in the movie The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. Maybe designing that car. That was a Dodge Daytona concept car, actually. Or maybe doing a mini Corvette. Anyway, again, go ahead and like, subscribe, share to all your friends, pass the videos around, pass my channel around. Smash that bell so that you get all the upcoming videos as soon as I post them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.